Hey, what's going on, guys? Coach Austin here. We have Coach Michael ready to show y'all some stretches to help relieve your lower back pain. First thing I do want to make sure you guys know that this is for common low back pain. Many times what we've noticed with ourselves and with a lot of our members is that when low back pain comes on, oftentimes it's not from what we do to your low back that's causing it, it's what we're doing to your hips, okay? We're strengthening, we're working, we're tightening up those hips, or we're sitting all day, we're staying too immobile and still causing stiffness and tightness to your hips. Your hips are filled with large muscle groups that are strong. Your low back is attached to the top of those hips. It is strong, it's not as strong as your glutes or your hamstrings. Therefore, most of the time, a lot of the time, those hamstrings, those glutes, they pull, they tug on those hips, they pull it down. That's what causes stiffness and tension in the low back, okay? So try these exercises. I recommend doing them all every single day if you are dealing with that low back pain, about 30 seconds each exercise on each side. Again, if you are dealing with disc issues, consult your physician about that. This is more so for common low back pain. So the first exercise I have for you, you are lying all the way back on the ground, throw your arms out to a T. This will be the only stretch that actually hits and targets those erector spinae muscles. One leg comes up and over across your body. You're going to use that opposite hand to help pull that knee across and lengthen up these glutes over here, okay? The hips are what we are lengthening, what we are pulling apart. We're looking the opposite way, rotation through the spine, increasing the range of motion through the rotation of your spine. That's one part of it. That leg going across your body, lengthening and pulling up these muscles is the magic. That's where the magic is going to happen. Exercise number 2, we will sit up to your hips. You're going to bend one knee up, cross the other ankle over that knee. I don't have a real name for this. I call it businessman pose because you're just sitting like they're like we're in a newspaper or something like that, right? So the whole goal is to bring that shin, that ankle especially, as close to your chest as possible. Some people do this with their hips off the ground. Some people do it with their hips on the ground. It's a preference, whatever you feel better with. And then lightly push that knee away. You can use your hand. You don't have to. Just pushing it will get that effect, increase the rotation of that ball and socket joint where that femur connects into. That rotation helps you lengthen up those muscles on the posterior side of your hips to help, again, relieve the tension in your erector spinae muscles. Again, 30 seconds on each side. The last one is a hamstring stretch. You will be up to your feet on this one. A lot of the times, many people go after stretching the hamstrings is reaching down, touching the toes. Yes, that will stretch it. It, in my opinion, is not the most efficient exercise or stretch for it. What I like to do is fold at the hips, hands about on your shins or right below your knees. You're trying to keep your spine straight for the most part. Knees, again, straight for the most part. Find what's going to work for you. Point the bottom of your hips back. Yes, the lower you go, the better, to a degree. So get lower for me, Michael. Get lower and lower and lower and lower. Right about there is when he starts to curve. When you're starting to curve or you have too much bend in your knees, that's your limit, okay? That's how low you want to go. The purpose is to keep that spine straight and pull and lengthen the hamstrings that connect right below. Down dogs are great for it as well. The hamstrings that connect right below the knee and at the bottom of the hips. That's what we're pulling on right here. That's what we're wanting to lengthen. So practice these every single day. We have a form video that's going to come out, and we have a strengthening video that will come out to again make sure that you are being as efficient as possible as you're going through your exercise journey. We'll see you guys soon.